The Stepanov system was developed in the early 1890s in St. Petersburg, and it's named after its creator, Vladimir Stepanov. He was a dancer in the Imperial Theater Ballet Company and took a leave of absence to study anatomy in Paris and developed a movement notation system using the Western music notation system. And if you look here, you'll see that we have 6 squares, and you read them left to right from top to bottom. Below each square are these staves on which the actual steps are notated. We have 3 staves. The top is for the head and torso, the middle is for arms, and the bottom is for legs and feet, and also direction of the hips. And the dancers are listed: Obukov, who would have been Mikhail Obukov, and Vaganova, Agrippina Vaganova. Balanchine studied the system, and Danilova and many other of their contemporaries, Massine and Nijinsky, used the system in varying forms to notate their own work. And it was very timely because this was toward the end of Petipa's career, and he was producing his final versions of many, many ballets, his own creations, and ballets like Giselle, which he had brought with him from Paris. And over the course of about 15 years, nearly 50 ballets were notated, ballets and opera ballets, in really varying degrees of completeness. Some ballets are nearly fully notated with all the movements for the entire body. Others are very much very sketchy. Some only include ground plans and so forth. Giselle falls right about in the middle. We mostly have movements for legs and feet, the direction of the hips, very little upper body, but we do have ground plans which show us how the dancers move on stage. We have mime written out in prose, rubrics which describe partnering and things like that. I'm dating the Giselle notation between about 1899 and 1903 based on actually Anna Pavlova's roles in the ballet, because she is mentioned in both acts in the notation. Oftentimes, rather than stating the name of the character, such as Giselle, the name of the dancer will be included.
Taking the written word and image and bringing it to 3-dimensional light on our dancers has been both illuminating and unexpected. For the most part, we were trying to stay true to exactly what notation guided us to, but I got to admit there were moments when we turned to Doug and said, "Is that really what the notation says?" There are a few passages that just didn't make the cut, and we're going to look at some of those. Actually, some of them, the more we do them, this is our 3rd time at this lecture, they're getting better and better, so they might go back into the piece. You can be the judge, you'll see. Would you mind doing once what we had just done? We'll only do this 2 times, and this is what we changed it to. So send me an email if you like the first one better. Good, we'll stop there. Great, great. Thank you, excellent. Carrie is never a good test case because she can do anything, so it's confusing with her. We'll take a look from the male variation. We gave James a step that's near impossible, which he can also do. The step was notated as this: a brise volet, a ballonnet battu, turn, cabriole, pas de bourrée, emboîté, tour left, tour right. And that change of direction is very difficult for a dancer. So James is going to give it a go 2 times through. All right, well done.
This is a picture from an 1841 score by Adolphe Adam, the composer. He said in his own memoir that when he wrote the music for Giselle, he did it in the ballet studio in conjunction with principal dancers in Giselle and with the choreographer. So that shows you that he was meeting the needs of the drama, meeting the needs of the movement as he composed the score. It was tailor-made to correspond to the action.